Let's take a look at Lincoln County Railroad history.
The story starts when the Chicago, Milwaukee, and St. Paul Railroad reached Merrill and then Tomahawk.
Irma, Gleason, and Grundy were stops along the way.
A second line connected Gleason with Grundy and eventually Tomahawk and Harrison. The line from Tomahawk and Harrison met the Chicago and Northwestern at Jeffries Junction. That could take you to Parrish or Anago. The Long Lake Line was built from Alta Junction into the Harrison Hills. It is now Turtle Lake Road.
The Long Lake Line had many trestles and spurs. A spur on what is now Beaver Trail Road led to lumber camps in the Harrison Hills. Another led from Paulson Junction at the corner of Bear Trail Road and B to Elm City at the corner of B and 17.
Another line connected Schultz Spur to the future ghost town of Heinemann and finally Bloomville. The line from Prairie River Junction into the Underdown is the one we're going to find. These pictures from Route of the Northwoods Hiawatha help us imagine life in 1910 Lincoln County. The rails we are trying to find connect Prairie River Junction to Loop Road, Underdown Lake, and finally dead end at Henson Lake. I asked Robert Roosh how they laid tracks through this wet terrain. He told me they used a technique called pull and tie, where instead of 10-foot ties, they would use whole trees to support the rails.
To map the rails through the Underdown, we first look for signs of grading, and then look to the ground for physical proof.
We'll start our search from the lumber camp by Underdown Lake and the known railroad grade that forms part of the Blue Ski Trail.
We've come out on the known railroad grade. This brush pile indicates a continuation. We came up almost too big of a hill there, but definitely got a grade. Getting a real strong grade off to the south side of this peninsula. Here's the other side. Looks flat enough. There's a potential causeway here, but it's kind of iffy till we get to the other side.
A small causeway crosses a swamp, but it looks like a trestle was required. This is what it looks like when you get off course on your way to find a railroad.
Where is this lake? We'll make our way across to the dry land there. On the edge here. Can you make it, Barley? Alright, let's go for it. Oh, man. That's cold water. No. So what we took to be dry ground is just an island. Over there, we got a straight band of trees between two bogs. That could be the causeway we're looking for. Oh man. Oh geez.
After some backtracking around the swamp, I finally did find the causeway.
The lake is right over there. Now here's our causeway. There's more bogs. Should we cross here? We're wet already. Now crossing that causeway right there took us to what could be a railroad. There's where double track R heads up the hill. And there's our cleverly disguised railroad grade.
Of course, the first time through, I got way off course and totally missed the railroad grade.
This is a bog where a trail is indicated on the map. There's no indication at all of a grade of any kind on this bog.
It turned out I should have been looking behind me.
Right down there is a definite man-made causeway. Ditch on that side and over there. Our potential railroad is cut on both sides. Here's another cut, but we are surrounded by a swamp. We'll see what we can find up here. Got right between here, looks like a causeway head. We'll see. The bog we crossed earlier, that small pond over there. We know we should have been over here. We gave up on the dry ground too early. We got to assume that this strip of trees here is the causeway we're looking for. We won't know for sure till we find the other side.
Turned out the pole and tie railroad did come out on the other side on Horn Lake Road.
Horn Lake Road just took too sharp a bend over too big of a hill. We're seeing this band of taller trees in a row here, indicating we're going to see a railroad right there. And we sure do. Here's the causeway. Comes right out where Horn Lake Road makes this bend.
After a short stretch on Horn Lake Road, the rails go right back into the swamp to avoid a very steep hill.
Right here off of Horn Lake Road, at the base of the hill, you can see the causeway starting. Flat down the middle, water on both sides. This is it. Our grade is taking us underwater now. On the other side of the swamp you can see the causeway built up. I don't know why it's going through this water, but there, the bench cut grade starts again. Some high ground here. Now we're going to do a causeway right through the bog. It's definitely man-made here. We got a stripper dry ground with water on both sides.
The pole and ties take the rails right through the long bog, the flattest way to Henson Lake.
It's really amazing here. A low bog and a straight strip of high ground with these tall trees. And more low stuff there. We're starting to emerge on the main part of the bog. You got the strip of trees here and open ground here. Out here in the middle of the bog, it's really hard to tell if there's ever a railroad right there in those trees or not. But indications are it came right out of there.
Finally, the rails do meet dry ground.
Here's a cut we found the other day, and it does lead right out of that swamp. Definitely a causeway there for something.
There's water on both sides of this causeway. Now to find absolute proof. We found this bolt by scraping around on the surface. It looks like a bolt that ties rails together, though we can't know for sure yet. The loggers who pulled these rails out 100 years ago were pretty careful, but they did leave something behind for us.
There's a proof. We found a railroad.
The railroad basically passes through Horn Lake Road on its way to Henson Lake.
That's where we left, the causeway. And here it's going up, but a lot of fill on Horn Lake Road. Came out of there. The Horn Lake Road creates a lot of fill. Across the way, looks like there could be another cut. We'll see if this goes anywhere. This is the end of the line for that grade, if it even got this far. This is Henson Lake.
We can just imagine the scene 100 years ago when the trains pulled up at Henson Lake for another load of logs. Another line has been found all the way to Loop Road, deep in the heart of the Underdown.